Hello, it's Randy Duck, and today I've got another 3 mark video for you in the T-34-1. Now before we start, if you haven't seen my previous video in this tank, it's worth a check out. I have two very nice games in this tank, so yeah, I thought I'd mention it just because it's in relation to this tank, and that is worth a watch. This video here, this is just about the 3 mark grind basically. I've got 3 videos for you, 2 leading up to the 3 mark, and as always the last video which I achieved the 3rd mark in. And as you can see, we're Platoon with my good pal T-34-1 and Rob Pilson, and we've decided that, you know, it's Pilson, we're just going to push, we're top tier, so we're just going to push across and see what we can do here and try and play this position at the start of the game and then go from there. It looks like, as you can see, most of our team has actually gone the other way, and there is 2 fun police in the game, so we do have to be careful here. I think I was in one of those moves where I was like, nah, I'm just going to push this, you know, I'm just going to be really aggressive. We're top tier and I'm just going to try and win this side as quickly as I can. And I really end up just, I suppose I really pushed the pace on this game, as you can see. We got this T-34-88. I know he just shot, so I'm going to pop out, put a shot into him. And yeah, just together with me and Petty there, you can see how quickly we took him out. We was both working together. I was taking it, you know, I put a shot in and he puts a shot in. And just sort of bullying our way through this Tiger P basically. As you see, you know, unfortunately there, I was a bit poor, went for the track wheel, should aim that a little bit better, rushed that a little bit, but I'm going to get time to put another shot in, and now we're just going to wait. Petty's going to put a shot in, unfortunately bounced, so I'm going to put over and put a second shot in just to finish him off, but unfortunately I low roll, so if we don't finish off, but Petty manages to take him out, and you can see how quickly we just destroyed them 2 tanks, and it's only the start of the game, and now we're just winning this area basically. We're now just going to get shots into this Italian tank, and we just, you know, taking turns. I put a shot in, pull back, Petty puts a shot in, just try and take this out as quick as we can. As we're moving across, we spotted their Slayer. Now that does have a nasty gun. He's not looking at me though, so I'm going to try and get a few shots in. You see, unfortunately here, Petty's pushed across, he's playing aggressive, he's doing the right thing. Unfortunately, I had a little problem with the wall bug. You saw when I was there the first time, my gun kept going up and it kind of threw me a bit when I pushed out to get a shot in that artillery, and that is a shame because unfortunately it led to Petty then getting shotgun by the artillery, which was pretty unlucky. I actually thought it might have been aiming at me. So yeah, it's unfortunate there for Petty. He probably made it, he made a good play pushing across. It was just bad luck, it happens. But we spotted this TD now. He's not looking at me, so we take our time to aim our shot in, make sure it hits, and take him out. Now we know there's a TD behind this wall. He hasn't moved, and as I say, that's why it's always worth taking in blind shots. You know, just because he's not lit doesn't mean he's still not there. So we took that shot and we took him out. Now this is where I make a mistake. I popped round here. I knew there was a Slayer around there, and I really should have. I should have poked that a bit more carefully, shouldn't I? But he has shot now, and what we're not going to do is, we know we're going to beat his reload, so we're going to make sure we take him out. You know, and I've lost those hit points, but it's not for nothing because he's now dead. But it does mean I have to be a little bit careful. But fortunately for me, these team they're sort of distracted by our allies in front of them, and I'm just sort of bullying them from the side now. They're in a, an awful situation, and it's just about making sure I hit these shots and get damage in basically. So put that shot in, finish it off, and yeah, all that's left is to check out the results and see how we got on. There you go, as you see, with 6 kills, we've got that top gun, 3,659 damage, 1,085 assistance, which you don't normally get on a Pilson. So considering that game was only 4 minutes long, we've got just over, gone close to 4,700 combined damage. So not really a pretty good result really, considering it's only 4 minutes worth of work. So Yes, that's it for the first replay, and I will see you in a bit for the second replay. Hello, so we're back again for the second replay, and as you can see we're on Canis and we are very bottom tier. However, I am platooned up with Petty 360 again, so at least we're going to have some support. But yeah, it's not great matchmaking, but we're going to see if we can make it work. There's one fun police in the game, and yeah, this is not too bad map. I don't mind this map that much. It's got a bit of everything in it. It can work out okay. And I think for it's team destruction, so we don't have to worry about the cap circle. And at the start, I think I was just going to quickly push down the 1-2 slightly. I don't normally go this way at the start of the game at all, but just where the spawns were, I was just going to push up to here a little bit, just to see if I catch out anything crossing early games, or at least this will give me a bit of intel to see if anything was coming there. And as we approached, we spotted this T-34-1 crossing. We put a shot in. He does have a nasty autoloader, so we're not going to hang about and let him shoot us. But as we were pulling back, we got very lucky that the fun police only just missed us. And yeah, that it could have been unpleasant, couldn't he? He just missed our engine deck. So I've decided, you know what, I'm not going to hang about there to get shot at by the fun police again. I'm going to move on, see if I can do anything else for a bit, and yeah, just see how the game progresses, and maybe we'll have to come back. Petty sort of said that he's going to cross into this middle. I'm going to come with him. It is a bit risky, as you say, because we are bottom tier. We don't know what we're going to meet, but we've got to try and see what we can do. Often you get quite a lot of stuff camping on their ridge line, and sometimes when you come to this position, it can work out quite nice for you. You can get a few shots into them from this position. Unfortunately from us, we come into a top tier Swedish heavy, and yeah, that's not an ideal scenario. But that tank, although it's not a great tank, is it? Let's be fair. It's still, it's going to make short work of our tier 7s. It can free shot us, so it's not worth saying about. Unfortunately, Petty got set on fire. It was a bit unlucky, but it is a Chinese tank, that does happen. So we decided we're gonna move out. You can see from how this map is progressing, everything seems to, or the majority of the tanks are pushed down the 1-2. That's where the action is. That's where all our tanks are, and we're not going to, being bottom tier, we're not going to be able to dictate the play the other side. So we're gonna go to sort of try and see if we get some side shots in and play this position. But this is where it comes in handy, being in a platoon. I put a shot in. Unfortunately, there I didn't finish off the T-77. But I probably should have fully aimed at. But then Petty took him out. And these guys are distracted now with our tanks in the 1-2. So we're gonna be able to get some side shots, catch them a bit out in the open here. And we see this T-25-2. We're like, right, let's just focus him. We'll take him out in no time, and you say between the two of us, we're going to put our shots in, and I think Petty gets a confirm, and we take him out. Now we've got this, I think it's a King Tiger. We're going to get some rear shots into him, and try and take him out of the game, basically. Yeah, it's quite nice. So I put a shot in. Unfortunately, Petty bounces, but we're going to see if we can get another shot into him, but he gets shut down by our friendly Object 77. So. So now we're gonna sort of push out this 1-2. We say we don't have to worry about a cap, which is quite nice. So we're gonna push out and see if we spot anything down here. Just see what we can do basically. And as we do, we see this. We see this Jag Panther there, and both of us just snapped a shot. Welcome to 6.0. That went in, and we took him out on the move. Didn't have to slow down. So we're going to push across, because I've got a feeling there's going to be something still on their sniper ridge. I'm going to see if we can spot that and maybe move up, get some damage in. We spotted, and there is the Doom Turtle, the T-95. He's not looking at me at the moment, but now he starts to move across, so I can't sit here. We've got one shot of the artillery. I'm waiting to get another one in, but it's not worth it. Not worth taking a shot off of that TD. I hadn't quite worked out what gun he had, whether he had a big gun or a small gun. I think it turns out he actually has a small gun in the end, because I think he gets a shot at Petty, and Petty lets me know he was using a small gun. So now I'm going to move in, and yeah, I'm going to. You can see I'm going for my free mark at the moment. I haven't really had a massive game. I've only got like just over 1,000 damage. We put a shot into him through the side of his, well, the top, almost of his engine deck, and yeah, that's quite nice on the move. But I've only got 1,500 damage, and we're winning this game. And I just want to make sure this doesn't get away from me now, and I want to see what I can get some damage in. So I am full health. I can afford to take a shot off of this guy. I'm getting some assistance now, which is great. He looks like it's coming for me, so I'm going to try and put a tracking shot in and track it in place. I hit his tracks, but I think he either repairs it or don't track him. But I think, you know what, this is my opportunity to get to behind him. I shoot him in the track wheel as I move in. Now I've got behind him. There's nothing he can do in this scenario now. There's no one to help him. He's dead basically. He's got behind him and he knows it. So this is nice. Now I'm just going to get some more damage, and he's trying to sort of burst back around me, but there really isn't anything he can do at this scenario. And yeah, so all of a sudden now I'm on sort of 2,400 damage, 400 assistance. So I'm probably at the point now where my mark is safe. I'm not going to I'm probably not going to go up a lot, but I'm not really going to drop much either. So you see me, I was thinking there, and I was like, could I get away with it? Could I go drive down this little ridge? And I said to Petty, I wonder if I can get through. And he was like, no, definitely don't try that. I was like, yeah, no, you're probably right. So I back up and I don't throw my tank away, because I try and just be lazy. So I take the long way round, and I'm going to see if I can get a few shots. This T-34 is using a big gun, and he gets a shot into Petty, unfortunately. Not much you could do about that, but now I'll put a shot in, and it's time just to try and finish him off, take a bit of revenge. Missed that shot, unfortunately. I'll try and get this shot in on the move. I aim it in, but I think I sort of bobbled a little bit and that shot missed, but it's not a problem. We're going to get a shot in, and we're going to finish him off with a bit more style and take him out with a ram and a nice explosion. So yeah, he's dead, and now we're on 3,000 damage and 400 assistance, and I'm just kind of hoping, but I knew there's a King Tiger up here, and I'm just hoping he's quite healthy. As you see, I just snapshot that light. Welcome to 6.0. Yeah, so there's a Trailblazer left, and there's a King Tiger left, and I just want to get across here before my team do. You see I'm making a complete beeline, and the hope that I spot him, which I do, and now I'm thinking, great, I'll probably have to get the assistance off of this. But he backs around the corner. Now I'm hoping my team's going to put a shot into this Trailblazer, so I can just keep moving on. I take a shot to him on the move. Like I say, I don't want to stop and aim a shot, because I need to be closing the distance because I want more damage. I pull behind the rock, so the King Tiger can't shot me. Take my time to aim and take out the Trailblazer. And like I say, this game's won. I've still got just over 600 hit points, so I can probably take a couple of shots off of him. And yeah, I'm just going to try and get as many shots in as I can now to finish this game. I'll try and make this a decent game, get the most out of it as we can. So we've got one in. He's obviously coming completely for me. That's fine. All I want to do is get as many shots as I can. I'm not even bothered if he kills me, because it makes no difference at this point. We have won this game, and I get 3 shots into that, so that was completely worth it. And then he gets shut down with my friendly team. And yeah, all that's left is check out the results and see how we got on with that one. So as you can see, considering we were very bottom tier, we've managed to get 3 kills, 4,272 damage. Secured a second mark in this video, got the ace tanker, got a bit of assistance as well. So yeah, considering when we were bottom tier, it was quite a nice game, wasn't it really? But yeah, that's it for this one, and I will see you in a bit for the third mark game. Hello, so here we are for the third mark game, and we're Platoon with Petty again. We're on proc, and as you can see, we are the only tier 7s on our team. We're bottom tier again, and there's 2 fun police, and there's 3 light tanks. So that's never a great combination, like when you want to come against it, because the light tanks can be a bit of a nuisance, and obviously 2 fun police on proc, they can certainly send you to jail and ruin your fun as well. But it is proc, and we do like proc, so we're gonna do what we usually do, and regardless of being top tier, being bottom tier, we're not going to change our play style. We're going to move up to the take the middle, basically. Take the middle, try and get some vision and control the map. We don't want to be sitting in the back of the map, do we, really? We're in a medium. We've got a bit of mobility, so yeah, we want to try and use this middle. I sort of always pre-aim the top to see if I can get a shot in the light tanks. It's quite sometimes you track them when they come up to the top straight away, and if you take out one of them light tanks at the start of the game, then yeah, that's good news. So yeah, we're going to use this position. Sort of Petty's on the other side of the ridge, so we're sort of maximising the control really. Now I think with the way these light tanks are sort of approaching this, I'm sort of staying a little bit low at the moment, just because I was expecting them to come up high and then spot me. But it looks like they don't seem to be coming up high enough to actually spot me, which is great. They're sort of staying below that little bit of a ridge. So that means I can get some shots into these guys which have just got lit up at the back of the map. As you can see, Conqueror very good actually in the ridge lines, but he's in the back of the map, and we're going to try and get I was trying to go for the track wheel actually. I was hoping, because he wasn't my spot, I wasn't going to get the assistance for spotting him, so I was hoping to get the track and actually get a bit of track assistance in. Now this tortoise was thinking about going for the track shot for a second, but we couldn't quite get it, and he also go for the cupola, but then we see this IS and we thought, well, he's a one shot, we'll see if we can take him out, but unfortunately it doesn't happen, doesn't pay off. This M103 now gets caught out in the open, so we go for the track shot again. Unfortunately he repairs, so we don't manage to get that one in. We go for another tracking shot, doesn't happen, but we do get the penetration. Now we're just going to go for the cupola of this tortoise. Yeah, just trying to, as you can see, because I think our light tanks sort of engaged theirs, it distracted them for a bit, and now they weren't poking up high enough to spot me. As you see, he just poked up high enough there and he did spot me. So for most of this game so far, I haven't really been lit, which meant the artillery's not been focusing me, as well as the fact that the artillery has a lot else to focus at. Now Petty's took the bowl, so there's no point both of us sitting in the bowl. So he's obviously taking a risk that he can get hit by artillery here, but at the same time he can get a lot of assistance from this. So like I say, there's no point both of us being in the bowl. I'm just going to be behind him, and if one of these light tanks come in for him, I'm going to make sure I get my shot into the light tank, as well as see if I can get any shots at anything he lights up down the 1-2. Now this tortoise has got spotted. I'm going to try and get a shot for the cupola. We do. We managed to get another shot in, and I'm just waiting for this light tank to push up basically so I can get a shot into him. And there he does. He pops up. We put a shot in. He gets shot again. Now he's only on 400 hit points. Once he's dead, it's going to be great. And these other light tank, he's gone straight in for Petty. I went over just in case he got behind Petty, but Petty took him out as he did. And yeah, now I'm just going to try and get a shot into this M103. And it's time to move on now, really. I'm going to try and move into this bowl and see if we can get any more. Just try and get the most out of it, basically. Now, like most of them light tanks are dead, it's only sort of one light tank, and he's well out of the action for me at the moment. So I feel pretty confident I'm going to be able to get a few shots in. Yeah, we just keep trying to get some shots into M103. Managed to get a couple into him there, and yeah. So I think at this point I didn't really need that much to free market, and I think I'm very close to doing it. I probably need like a couple more pens, and then I'll have it done. I went for this turret there. I probably should have just gone for the lower plate. We're going to try and get a shot into the M103, but it was easy to get a shot into the side of the pattern. But now I sort of asked Petty, is he going to be okay there? And he said, yeah, he's alright. So because now I know he's safe, I'm just going to move. I'm just going to full send to where I suspect the rest of the damage is. They've got 2 artillery, they're probably sitting in the water, and there's probably something just sitting on the hill. So I was just going to try and push around and see if we can spot something, maybe get some more assistance, maybe get some more damage, basically. Yeah, that's it. This game is really coming to an end, isn't it? So it's just about trying to make out the most of it now. I know it's only won a couple more shots, and I would have got the 3 mark for sure. Spot this Udez, so I aim in, get a shot into him, pull back, and yeah, just see what we can do. He whiffs his shot, so I'm going to try and get another shot in, get another one in blind, because yeah, we knew where he was. And now my sort of support's arrived. We're just going to move in and get the most, get the rest of his damage. There's the artillery. I'm not going to get a shot into him, so I don't bother. I just make the way to where I am going to get a shot in, get a shot into the Black Prince, and it's just this Udez left to take out now. Like I say, I'll probably secure my mark now because I've got 2,500, 1,000 assistance, and I've got a blind shot in there as well. So I've marked the tank, and I'm just trying to get the most out of it. Unfortunately, that one doesn't penetrate. I couldn't fully aim because I didn't have time. It would have got behind cover, but we can sort of predict that he's just going to push up here. So we've got up to an angle, so we're going to get a shot into him when he comes up. We get that down, then our T-34 secures the kill. And yeah, because it wasn't, it's not a standout massive game, but it was the game. We got the 3rd mark in, and we was bottom tier, so yeah, it wasn't too bad. We got 3,000 damage, 1,000 assistance. It's only a 5-minute 57 game bottom tier, but yeah, that's the 3rd mark. And yeah, of this tank. I've actually quite liked this tank up. It isn't a great tank, it isn't a great 7, but it is one I've quite enjoyed. But yeah, so as always, thank you so much for watching my videos, and yeah, I will see you again soon in the next one. So happy tanking.